Hi, I'm Laura, and for the last 4 years, I've been living in and traveling around Mexico. Until recently, Mexico City was my home base. But for now, I'm spending the summer in a small beach town near Manzanillo, and I'm doing my best to show you what the country looks like in real time. I hope you enjoy it. So last week we spent a few days exploring Manzanillo for the first time, and I know a lot of you have been wondering what it looks like there. I just wanted to briefly explain what's happening there with the quarantine. Colima as a state, the state in which Manzanillo is, has handled the virus very well. There are a lot fewer people in Colima than there are in other states, so that's something to keep in mind as well. However, it's had the lowest number of cases in the whole country from the start of this whole thing, and they seem to still be handling it quite well in terms of people are wearing masks and temperature checks, and some of the beaches are still closed, but we'll get to all that. So I wanted to just explain exactly what's happening there from what I saw and show you a little bit about what it looks like there right now. So we took the bus. I probably wouldn't take the bus again, but it seemed to go pretty smoothly. Everyone who was about to get on the bus had their temperatures checked. We had to wear masks. There were signs on the bus at the bus station. And when we got on the bus, we were given hand sanitizer. And then the bus stops at like random roadside bus stops where people are getting on without masks and without having their temperatures checked and whatever else. So the thing that you do when you first get on the bus seems totally useless. Even the bus drivers weren't wearing masks. It was a second-class bus. It wasn't with like one of the bigger ETN or Primera Plus services. But yeah, it was still a little bit of a disappointment. We wore our surgical masks that we bought off Amazon a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really glad that we had those because nobody else is using masks. But anyway, we get to Manzanillo bus station, and again, they're checking temperatures, which is fine, like, great, getting off the bus, getting into Manzanillo. As I raved about in my last video, the bus network in Manzanillo is really great, and people in Manzanillo are wearing masks. Pretty much everywhere we went, people were wearing masks. All the restaurants, people were wearing masks, all of the hotel staff, and they were being quite strict about making sure that if you were coming into the hotel, for instance, that you were wearing a mask through the lobby and any time that you weren't in your private room. I was really impressed with our hotel. This is the first hotel I've stayed in since the start of this whole pandemic. I'm not sure when exactly the hotels reopen, but pretty much every hotel that we looked at for Manzanillo is open and has guests and is accepting all sorts of holiday making. So when you enter the hotel, just before you even walk into the lobby, there's like a sanitizing station. You put your feet into these mats, and the mats are a little bit damp, but they're not like wet. You're not submerging your feet in like a puddle of liquid. And then you step onto like a drying mat, and then you have to put hand sanitizer on, and you have to wear a mask. We checked in. Check-in was really easy. They only let one person stand at the desk at a time. There's a huge like sort of glass partition between the front desk and the lobby. And then they checked our temperatures. Each of our temperatures were checked. They gave us our remote control and key and air conditioning remote in like a plastic wrap, which I sort of understand and I sort of don't understand because like we've all touched it now anyway, so there you go. The town itself, some of the beaches are closed, like some of the entrances to the beaches are closed, but as you go further down towards the port, some of those beaches are open. It was definitely open for people to exercise, to go swimming, and to go for walks and stuff. But it didn't seem like anywhere was setting up like umbrellas and tents and like the usual spend the day at the beach sort of scene. I'm not sure that that's fully open for people at the moment yet. Restaurants were open. Pretty much every restaurant I went to was fully open. I'm pretty sure it's meant to only be 30 to 40% capacity, but pretty much everywhere we went was full. Like where we went for lunch on the first day, every table was full, but it's hard to say because I don't know what it looked like before. So maybe they've removed some of the tables. I certainly felt perfectly safe enough and far enough away from the strangers in the restaurant. All the staff wearing masks. When you came into restaurants, there's hand sanitizer everywhere, although that's the case in most places in Mexico even before this pandemic. So yeah, like I felt safe and secure. I felt like it was being handled well everywhere. Yeah, everything was open. No bars though, although I don't know where the bars are in Manzanillo. Still trying to figure that out. Yeah, that's what's open. Overall, I was really impressed with the whole experience in Manzanillo. I feel like people are being given like proper information there. There's signs everywhere from the government talking about wearing masks, talking about keeping your distance, talking about like washing your hands and not touching your face. I don't see that around where we are now. I certainly didn't see it around where I lived in Mexico City before I left. So maybe I'm just catching up with what the rest of the country's been doing. I don't know. But yeah, I was really impressed. I feel like people are taking it more seriously there. And I felt perfectly secure sort of going about a sort of sense of normalcy. I hate that phrase. But yeah, like enjoying our time there, enjoying the outdoors, enjoying eating in a restaurant. Yeah, so that's what's happening in Manzanillo. There used to be like a board. They were stopping people at the border so that only people who like had a real reason to go into the state could go into the state. But that border seems to be gone now. Yeah, that's another thing I just wanted to mention because I know some people were curious about driving into Colima. Yeah, as always, I'm not promoting movement, but I'm just giving you the information I know a lot of you are curious about. So yeah, I'll be heading back to Manzanillo in a few weeks. So I can give you an updated addendum to this video then. As always, follow along on my Instagram @EternalExpat, and I'm giving lots of updated, of-the-moment information on there. So I hope to see you there. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about Manzanillo and what's happening there, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer those questions for you or send you to a website or send you some information that'll help answer that question. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.